Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, and turn on notifications so that you will receive alerts when there are new episodes. Go get it.
That's what I tell them. I've been grinding for so long, I wake up and chase my goals. I go out and I go get it. How to code, that's all I know. I don't succeed, then I don't breathe. Success, what does it mean? If I conquer all my goals, then I'm living out my dream. Dig deep, go out and get it. Success Chronicles. Compete until it's finished. Success Chronicles. Go take care of your business. Success Chronicles. It's deeper than just winning. Success Chronicles.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Chip Baker coming to you with another episode of the Success Chronicles. And today, truly excited to have Miss Casey Watts on with us, a great lady that's doing some great things. So excited to have her on and share her journey to inspire and share some positive in our world. So first off, thank you so much for taking the time to interview with the Success Chronicles.
Awesome. Thank you for having me, Chip. I'm super excited to be here. Can't wait to have this conversation with you.
Let's go. Well, I know off air we talked about your journey, some of the really neat things that you've been blessed and fortunate to achieve and do along your cool career. But if you don't mind, just kind of share some of that with the audience so they have an idea of who you are and what it is you do.
Yeah, so I am currently an instructional specialist at a district in East Texas, and I am about to go full-time into consulting, speaking, and writing, and I'm really excited about it. I'm excited to take all of the things that I have learned and done with the district that I work with right now, but districts that I've been consulting with in the past, and just kind of broaden my impact and share my message with a broader audience. But here is what's so funny about my journey. I come from the story of never say never, because almost everything that I said I would never do, I have done. So I told my mom in high school, like, I don't like kids. I will never be a teacher. And guess what? I became a teacher. And then I said I will never have kids until I'm like 30. Well, I had kids when I was like 24. I got married way earlier than I thought I would. And I also said I would never own a minivan and never be a soccer mom. I've done all of those things, and it was kind of been the same in education too. Like, even when I did become an educator, I said, okay, but I'm not going to stick with it. Like, this is just a placeholder. But let me tell you, Chip, you should never say never. And instead, I've learned over time that I need to shift my never say never to how can I say when? And how can I say what? And how can I say how? And when I made that shift finally, because I realized all of these things that I'm saying I would never do, I'm actually doing and loving every minute of it, it just changed things dramatically for me. And so all of those things that I said I would never do, I've done. And now I'm embracing, like, what's next? And instead of kind of pushing back on, I don't think I want to do those things, how can I open up my eyes and see what could potentially be there for me? What could potentially be there for me, but what could be there also for the people that I am engaging with? So, with all of that said, I never realized I would be the author of a book, a speaker on stages, consulting with people across the nation, and here I am doing it, but it never would have happened if I didn't have that breakdown of, you have to stop saying, no, I'm never going to do that. Instead, just embrace it. And now I've been able to do those things, and it's been, man, I just feel so incredibly blessed. And it's funny to come on here and talk about your successes because I don't think it's innate in us to do that. So it feels a little bit awkward when you start sharing, like, golly, here are the positive things that have happened in my life, but I feel like I've made some positive impact on people too. So really that's kind of how my journey has unfolded from this long list of these things I said I would never do to, okay, now I'm just saying when, where, how, what's it going to be?
Let's go. I love it. So good. Well, what are 3 things you've accomplished in your life that you're proud of?
Ooh. Okay, so I'm going to go backwards, I think, because as you know, I just recently published my first book, and it is titled The Craft of Clarity. So I am really, really proud of this book. Several years ago, probably, I don't know, maybe 10 years into my teaching career, I knew that writing a book was something I wanted to do. I even remember putting it on a vision board that I had in my house, and it just said, like, write that book. I didn't know what the title was. I didn't know what it was going to be about. I've had a ton of different ideas over time, but I'm sure as you get older and you have more experience, the same things pop up again and again and again for you until you are
Yeah.
really clear about what your message is and what it is you bring to the table. And that's how this book came to be. It's titled The Craft of Clarity, and my sole message is clarity. Clarity precedes capacity. So that's one thing that I am super proud of. I just recently published that book, so I'm really excited about that. And then another thing that I feel really proud of that I've accomplished is getting to know people from across the world. And that's happened because of consulting, yes, because of speaking, yes, but just by engaging in different groups online, like networking with people and putting yourself out there and saying, hey, here's something that I really want to talk about. I need some thought partners. And it's amazing the people that will chime in from all over the world. And it's one thing to be like in a Facebook group and you're chatting with different people, but it's another to take it a step further and say, let's chat on Zoom, just like you and I are doing, Chip. Like, let's take it to another level. Let's meet, quote unquote, face to face and dig a little bit deeper. And so I'm really proud of the people that I've met across the world. And I think the third thing really aligns with that too. And I thought a lot about this before I came on here. Like, what is that one other thing that I'm proud of? And it's not necessarily like a tangible accomplishment, but
Mhm.
it's something I see in the people around me. I have become that person that people know to go to when they want to talk about their future. Like when they want to ask, they know they want to take a next step, but they're not sure what it is. And I am so proud to be that person that can talk with them and go on that journey with them. So those are the things that I feel most proud of.
You got to give them that again. You said clarity precedes.
Capacity.
Ooh, that's so good.
Thanks.
Hey, that is so good. I had to give you some sound effects on that one. Woo!
Love it.
I had,
Yes.
I had to give you some sound effects on that one, Casey.
What are we going to do? Some snaps or
Yeah,
something?
snaps, man, all of that. Boom, all of that.
That's awesome.
Well, just hearing you talk about your journey, hearing you discuss the things that you're proud of, I would consider that to be hugely successful. So let's hit on success. What is your definition of success?
Yeah. Ooh, what a good question. There are so many different definitions of success, I feel like. But if I'm thinking about my own personal experiences, I would define success as, well, number one, of course, I've got to go back to clarity. It's the ability to create clarity for your people. And I say in my book, when you have people coming to you and asking, like, how did you do it? How did you get everyone on the same page and moving in the same direction? Then you'll know that you have developed the craft of clarity in your leadership habits. And so I think that's like a huge success. That is how you can define success. But I think the other way I would define success is one's ability to multiply the intelligence in the people around them. So when I'm noticing that people are activating their native geniuses and we feel more intelligent when we are around them and they are taking risks, then that's the definition of success. It's not really about me, it's about how I influence and impact the people around me.
Man, that's some buzzwords. Influence and impact. I've heard that a couple of times before.
I'm sure you have.
Yeah, yeah. And I think that as you strive to influence and impact, I love, about the clarity piece. Clarity precedes capacity. When you are clear on who you are, whose you are, why you do what you do, when you are clear on those things, oh man, watch out. Like there's no limit to the things that you can accomplish. And it's, just like, in both of our cases, like we talked about the things that we've been fortunate to achieve. And it's come because we've put the work in to figure those things out. And then
Yeah.
when you figure those things out, like you show yourself, well, there is no limit, right?
Yeah.
You like
Right.
you show yourself like, oh man, let's do more, right? Let's
Yes.
multiply. Like I love that, and it's so
Yes.
cool. I love it. It really gave me chills when you talked about multiplying the intelligence of the people around you. Oh, that's so good. Like when you get to that place, it's
Yeah.
so good. Like the environment is great.
It
Everybody's
is.
learning, growing. It becomes infectious and contagious. So
Yes.
good.
Yeah, you create a place that people want to belong and people feel like they're a
Hmm.
part of something bigger than themselves.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what I want to do now, Casey, is just if you don't mind, just go off script a little bit here. I want to throw some words or phrases at you, and you just talk about what comes to mind or to heart when you hear these words or phrases. You good with that?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. So the first phrase I want to throw at you is finding clarity. Might have heard
Yeah.
that before.
I might have heard that. I might have written
Might
a
have wrote
book
it.
about that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, finding clarity. Okay, here's what pops into my mind when I think about finding clarity. I think about what happens both physically and emotionally when we have found clarity or when we have been provided clarity. And I think about the energy that it gives us. I think about the inspiration it gives us. I think about the commitment it creates in us. And I don't know that any of those things are possible without clarity.
Mm, I like it. I like it. One thing that I really like about you, love about you, is your ability to um, have the awareness to communicate the things that you've experienced.
Oh, yeah. And
It,
every bit of it comes from experience. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's
100%.
one thing to like go through experiences, but it's a whole other thing to grow through the experiences.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yeah. That's also, I talk about that in the intro of the book is, you
Hmm.
know, when I write about clarity, it comes from my experience of not only lacking clarity myself
Yeah.
as a staff member, but
Yep.
also lacking the skills to create clarity for people and noticing and recognizing what it does to a
Yeah.
culture. But yeah, you cannot discredit experience.
I love it. All right. So next phrase I want to throw at you. Let's go with living and learning.
Okay, living and learning. Oh, I've just got to piggyback off of what we just talked about. Um, you have to live, and you have to live boldly in order to learn and grow. And in education, I have been so fortunate and blessed to be surrounded by people who also have loved education as much as I have. But also, I've been surrounded by people who have not been as invested, or maybe they're not risk takers, or maybe they seem a little bit resistant. And that can be hard, right? To be surrounded by those things because it feels almost like you're brought down by the negativity. But it's a learning experience. Like we have to live through those hard things to learn and grow from them, both the positive things and the negative things. And you just grow wiser as you get older and you have more of this experience. So, yeah, those are the things that come to my mind with living and learning.
Okay. All right. So the last one I want to give you, I'm going to pause a little bit before I give you that one. And I'm going to lean in and say, hey, this is the good one right here. This is the good one.
Okay, I'm ready.
Casey, this is the good one. The last one I want to give you is legacy.
Oh, man, we could talk about this for a long time, Chip.
Yeah.
And
Could be a whole
I
episode.
bet it could be a whole episode.
Yeah.
And I know that you have interviewed people who are living, maybe they are already living legacies, or they are becoming living legacies. And they are leaving a legacy not of themselves, but they are leaving a legacy of what other people and what the world could and should be. And when I think about the word legacy, that's the first thing that comes to my mind is we can envision a world that could and should exist. We can leave a legacy by impacting the world that we are living in right now before we pass on, and create what could and should exist, or at least contribute to it. And if people can carry that on, that's a legacy that we are leaving.
I love that. So good and so true. And like I said, that's a big one.
It's a big one. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like I don't even know how to answer that, but I just took a shot at it.
No, you did great. You killed it. You did awesome. Well, as we close, I'd love for you to get an opportunity to, maybe share a little bit more about your book, where people can go, follow you, check you out, show you some love, support you, and purchase that book.
Yes.
So get your opportunity to do that.
Yeah. So the book, The Craft of Clarity, the subtitle is 6 Steps to Bridge Gaps, Foster Commitment, and Create Sustainable Alignment. This is perfect for campus instructional leaders if you are really looking to create alignment in your campus and foster commitment from your people. You can go to Amazon. It is available hardcover, paperback, and Kindle. And it will be soon available in Audible format as well. As far as social media goes, people can find me primarily on LinkedIn or Instagram. Those are the two places where I stay most of the time. My handle is Catch Up with Casey. Super easy to remember. Just imagine like we're catching up with a cup of coffee. So Catch Up with Casey is my handle. And then finally, you guys can find me at catchingupwithcasey.com. That's my website, and I would love to hear your story, your journey, and see how I can be of support to you when you are creating alignment in your campus.
Well, there it is. Casey, again, I just want to say thank you so much for taking the time to interview with the Success Chronicles. Truly appreciate it, and I wish you continued success.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Chip. Same to you.
Thank you. Thank you. And thank you guys for checking out this episode. We'll see you next time. God bless. Go get it.